Nick's best bet this afternoon is Ensued for Ryan Moore and John Size, drawn barrier number 12. 3 times the starter course and distance for a couple of wins and a placing. Nick with 5, 2, 7 and 13. 5, 2, 7 and 13. A recap, Jenny, of your numbers from the parade.
Yeah, look, he was voted the best turned out, and that's exactly how he looked. Number 7, Massive Sovereign. More than impressive on debut over the 2,000 metres with Zach. He settled beautifully. He got to the line really strongly, and there looked to be a bit in reserve. He looks pretty classy, and he certainly looked classy in the parade. He goes on top of number 9, Speed Dragon. My little concern would be whether or not he can get a strong 2,000, but he's a really nice scopy type of horse. He's got plenty of strength and he's really fluent. So he goes in. The 6, Cheng Cheng Glory, likely to be up there on the speed. If things go well for him, he could give you a really good sight, as he did last time. And I thought the 3 was next best. That's Helene Feeling. So I'm not sure whether or not he's quite up to it, particularly from gate 11, but at least he's got J-Mac to offset that. So 7, 9, 6 and 3. And my long shot, is the 14. He got a bit warm by the looks of things behind the gates there. Very strong-bodied horse, and from gate 1, he should just tuck in on the fence there. He'll be slow out, but if things go his way and there's a bit of pace on, he'll be finishing off very, very strongly.
Well, now here comes the money, Paul, for Galaxy Patch. What a weekend it would be for Blake Shin to take out a Hong Kong derby after winning his 2nd Golden Slipper yesterday.
Yeah, look, and he's been back right through exotics as well, Galaxy Patch, and he's now to 8.8. So that's where the late money's coming. It's seriously about the top one. The distance obviously is the little query, but he's probably the best horse in the race that we've seen so far, and a really good placing there in the Group 1 last start. But he's now into 8.7. Massive Sovereign is the favourite. As far as the play is concerned, there's a couple of best bets and a best bet and a couple of long shots in here. So box them up in a test. Chil Chibi and Shude, Massive Sovereign, the favourite, and also Star Mac, 4, 5, 7 and 14. But it could go either way. Any way this race is wide open. And Galaxy Patch, currently the one that's been back late.
Do you think, Jenny, maybe they could be a bit further forward with Ka-Ying Generation this time, because they wouldn't want him to get back like they did last time out, because too far out, he just can't make that ground up. But when he won over the 2,000 metres, he was a lot closer. He's drawn barrier number 4 here, as we see Tony Speechley, the starter, on the rostrum.
Well, the key to him is jumping well. He has missed it a few times, so if he is able to jump well from that barrier, yes, he could possibly be a little bit closer.
Beauty Crescent, Paul, he's from a stable where they'd like them to go forward. So, but you were sort of maybe of the opinion that he might not be up on the pace here with Cheng Cheng Glory?
No, look, I thought he could tuck in behind. He did lead last time, and he stayed on really well, to be fair, for 5th, and he did set up some reasonable sectionals. But I just wonder if he'll be better with a little bit of cover. And Cheng Cheng Glory, we know he can be a strong front runner as well.
You can see they are moving in. The favourite here for the BMW Hong Kong Derby is Massive Sovereign for Zach Purton at 3.5. All the history is against him here. He's 2nd up this afternoon off a very impressive win first up. There's a lot of late money for Galaxy Patch at 8.5, and there's also money for Helene Feeling, James McDonald, who's now 22 to 1. It's the final leg of the 4-year-old series in Hong Kong. Which 4-year-old is going to shoot for once in a lifetime glory? It is the BMW Hong Kong Derby with race caller Mark McNamara.
Thank you, Tom. And there's 2 to load down there at the 2,000 metre mark in front of a big crowd and a support crew also for Massive Sovereign. Last one's in. Ready for the Derby. Racing. Unbelievable missed the start. Massive Sovereign in the last 3 or 4 out of the gates, and Helios Express and Galaxy Patch from their wide draws are going to drag back. Ka-Ying Generation goes forward around Elliptical, and Cheng Cheng Glory going up wider out, wider again, Helene Feeling, and widest of all is Ensued from Star Mac on the inside of Chil Chibi. Then came Beauty Crescent. He's just a bit keen going up the side the first time from Simple Hedge. Speed Dragon around Unbelievable from Massive Sovereign. Helios Express 2nd last, and 3 lengths away last of all Galaxy Patch. So the 3 fancy runners have all gone to be in the last 3 spots as Ka-Ying Generation. With 1,300 metres to go, he's the leader. He's a length and a half clear. Cheng Cheng Glory 2nd, no great pace on. Elliptical 3rd, Helene Feeling dropped in 4th. Ensued doing it tough, 3 wide, but he did go 3 wide on debut in Hong Kong and won. Star Max on the rail. He's inside of Chil Chibi from Beauty Crescent. He's working up 3 wide on the back of Ensued. Then came Unbelievable. Speed Dragon next from Helios Express. There's ground to be saved on the rail, and Bowman's picked off a few down there too. Massive Sovereign, Simple Hedge next and Galaxy Patch last as Car Ying Generation ups it coming off the back. And he put 3 lengths on the Mazzini. He's going to make it a true Catch Me If You Can staying test from here. He's 4 in front of Cheng Cheng Glory, hard ridden. Then came Elliptical. Next to Lane Feeling. 3 lengths away, Chill Chibi, Star Mac. And then came Ensued. He has a big, big lead in the Derby. It's Car Ying Generation. 6 lengths in front over Cheng Cheng Glory, then Elaine Feeling. Massive Sovereign clears traffic now. He has 7 lengths to make up. It's been a dashing ride by Atzani. It's Car Ying Generation. Massive Sovereign, he's 2 lengths away. Car Ying Generation, Massive Sovereign, Galaxy Patch, Sovereign, Massive Sovereign, he wins it. Massive Sovereign for Zach Purton and Dennership win the Derby from Galaxy Patch and Car Ying Generation. Then came Chill Chibi, unbelievable. Next in Speed Dragon, Elaine Feeling, Helios Express, Cheng Cheng Glory, Star Mac. Next in Elliptical, Simple Edge, Beauty Crescent and Ensued. Massive Sovereign, Zach Purton and Dennership in a thrilling Derby. 4.4 and 1.8. Galaxy Patch, Blake Shin at 2.6 and Car Ying Generation, Andrea Atzani, a return of 7.8. 2 starts, both 2,000 metres for 2 wins. Sovereign, Massive Sovereign wins the Derby for BMW. They were massive performances too, the pair of them. They've come from miles back. Andrea Atzani rode an amazing race on Car Ying Generation, no doubt knowing the big guns were miles back in the field. And if they were good enough to beat him, so be it. But he gave his horse and he got the jockey cam on. That'll be a sight when they start to get in the straight. Chill Chibi's got another great race for 4th, but there they are. The Massive Sovereign support crew. It's a neck and neck, 159.85. They're inside standard.